Hello and welcome to Youth Destiny Nucleus podcast, where young stars discuss young star issues, brainstorm, and try to provide solutions.
Good day, listeners at home. As you all know, my name is Comrade Ganier Yusuf Adewale. No need for long introductions. You all know me from our previous podcast. Here with another big and super podcast, which can as well turn our life in a very positive manner. Today's podcast is all about the journey through life of a medical student named Comrade Sulaiman Fuhad Olalekon. He's here with me, and we are going to get to know much about him. I got to medical schools and every other things about him. So we are welcome, Comrade Fuhad Sulaiman. So can you please do us the honors of introducing yourself to the audiences?
Good evening to you too, Comrade Yusuf Abdegani. My own cheers in the making. Sir, you actually know me before because you're my day one brother, you're my bro, you're my blood but for the sake of people that are going to listen to this, I remain my humble self, Sulaiman Fuhad Olamilekon. I'm presently a 300 level medical student of Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto State. And previously I had national diploma in science laboratory technology from Federal College of Land Resources and Technology, Imo State. But due to some circumstance, we decided to want to go for the bigger dream. For the dream, let me not put the bigger dream because everybody has a dream, and we all have means in which we think we want to achieve this dream. We pray to Almighty God to make our dream possible the way we dream high and optimistic, and to make everything easy.
Comrade, thank you very much for that wonderful insight. Now we'll go into the next question. Now, sir, Comrade Sulaiman, can you tell us 3 things you wished you had known before applying to medical school? And please give us those 3 things which you wish that you have known before applying to medical schools.
You said said 3 things I wish I had known before applying to medical school. I don't think there's anything. Okay, there are things I wish I had known. Let me put it that way. But I have never actually regret anything, or let me just say I am this kind of person that is that is sweet. Like I love challenges, so when I pick them up, I try to adapt to the situation. But let me say, the first thing I think I wish I had known before applying for medicine is how tiring this can be. Man, bro, this can be so frustrating at some point. Like, if you've been in medical school and you never think of giving up, my brother, is a lie. There will be a particular point. A day to my anatomy exam, I was crying. Like I was shedding tears. I wish I know that it's very, very difficult, and actually at the same time it is possible. Not the way people see it and think medicine is like the top of everything. No, it's not the top of everything. There are means, and there are ways, there are things that are higher and stuff like that. But then, it's difficult. We should put it in our mind. It's difficult. I know that it's very, very difficult. I don't think I used to believe any exam can scare me to that point. To the point where, no. I wish I was aware. But after seeing the experience, I'm happy. And secondly, I used to have the mentality of the fact that as a medical doctor, I don't have to look for work. Seriously, I'm sorry for saying this, but then lately I realized no, we all have to struggle in the labor market. But then, we just have to struggle in the labor market. And lastly, relating to money, I used to have this idea of after doing medicine, money will keep coming. You can become top of the world. No. You can be comfortable the way I see medical doctors, but I don't think medicine can actually make you become like go into full bleeds and make money like the footballers and like that. I think I don't have much to say about that.
Thanks for all the beautiful answers from onset, Comrade Sulaiman. We are so grateful for that. Now, venturing into the next question, Comrade, what's your advice advice for the aspiring medical student, that is those ones that are currently in secondary school that are listening to you right now on this podcast? What's your advice? What are your advices for them, for their aspirations into medical field?
My advice for the aspiring medical student currently currently in secondary school that are listening to me, okay, from the little experience I have, what I can say, one of the very very one of the most important things I would like every one of you to know is the fact that do not study medicine. I repeat, do not study medicine because you are forced to. Do not study medicine because your friend is doing it. No. Are you listening? Like, study medicine because you have the passion for it. Because honestly, if you don't have that passion, if your passion is not enough to motivate you through the trials, and you are the type that easily give up, bro, my brother, my sisters, my colleague, it's not going to be funny. At a point you give up. That's just it. Unless you have that extra mindset in you, that extra discipline in you. But if you're studying for the sake of your parents, because a lot of parents, because of the fact that medicine is like the top course in Nigeria, I don't know why Nigeria sees it that way. They want all their kids to become doctors. I have someone, she gave birth to about 6. She wants everybody to study medicine. This children does not even like medicine. None of them wants to become doctors. But she wants everybody to become medical doctors. Why? It shouldn't be done that way. I don't think it's palatable. I don't think it's actually advisable to force kids into this profession, because the struggle is too much. Look at the duration of study. Look at the consistency, the bulky and everything. I don't think it's easy. So that's one of the most important things I want to tell you people. And secondly, do not come into medicine for money. If you want money, go to other departments. If you want money, go to other department, go to petrochemical, go to every other place you can find yourself. But if it's for the sake of money, do not come to medicine. But allow the passion to drive you. Allow the passion to be the reason you want to fight. So that whenever you want to give up, I do tell myself, why am I doing it? I want to serve humanity. I want to render help to humanity. I want my knowledge to help the nation so that God can bless me. I think we should know this too very well. Okay, sir. And don't think because you are very, very brilliant, you want to study medicine. No. People make that mistake, of coming to medicine because their parents think they are brilliant. Because you used to carry first throughout your primary school, you used to carry first throughout your junior secondary school, you are the best students in your senior secondary school. That does not mean you can survive in medicine. No, I don't think. Because sometimes if you look at it, the best students later end up not even passing. So our lecturers will tell us that the best students most times do not pass. But I and my friend Wale, we used to say something that the smart one later end up becoming the best in this place, because you need to be smart, not just your intelligence. You can just be average students and you survive very well because you are consistent and hardworking. You understand? So there are ways to survive in this field, consistent and hardworking, but not because you are the most brilliant student. If you come because you think you are the most brilliant student, you might not survive. You go to engineering if you want to show your intelligence, your genius. If you want to look for genius, go to engineering. I'm not saying medical students are not brilliant. No. And don't come because you want to boast to people, because you want to be on top of the world, you want to act. If medicine happens to you, you might be very brilliant and you end up failing. And people that you want to boast to, you want to, act like you're the boss too, they'll end up laughing at you. So allow the passion to drive you.
Thank you for that wonderful answer. I hope now, Seth, with this, I'm aspiring. I think I'm having aspirations for medicine and surgery, but I do have my own profession. So thank you very much, sir, for that. Now, to go into the next question, can you please tell us your funniest and scariest experience in medical school? Like, what are those funny things you experience and one of the scariest ones? In life, every positive thing has its negativity as well. So there's positive and negative. So the funny time and the bad time in your medical school, can you please tell us about it?
Oh, sir, I love this question. My funniest and scariest experience in medical school. Okay, let me say my funniest is actually, let me see. Oh, okay, I think I have two scenarios. Let me put two scenarios like that. The no, three scenarios. I'm sorry, it was supposed to be one, but I'm very sorry. Let me make it. Like I said, I'm a talkative. Seriously. Okay, let me bring three funny scenarios. Number one was the first time we did steeplechase. Before the main steeplechase, our seniors, actually our senior colleagues, they brought us together to show us the practice, like to show us the guide on how to do steeplechase. You can imagine the way the steeplechase exam is. Let me explain to you guys. Like 50 people in an histology lab, 50 people in the cadaver room. I don't know how to explain it to people that are not yet there. Don't worry, come for yourself and experience it. Doctor, don't worry. This is not about the title. This is about this is about humans. Okay, you have to stay. You have 60 seconds to answer a question. 60 seconds to one question. So when you enter, you bag the question. So they'll just say start. You turn. You look at the question. If you are not on number 19, you look at number 19. You go to number 19 on your answer booklet, and the question might be, maybe they might keep human bone, they might keep radius and label a particular place. Maybe they label radius to velocity with a marker. They will ask you, what is this? What mode is attached? Or what is the clinical evidence? You have to answer that question under 60 seconds or maybe 40 seconds, depending. And the next thing you hear is move. Like you see somebody from the back rushing the person at your back rushing to the next question, and you leaving that question and that question. You keep pushing yourself and you keep going. It's very interesting. Like God, you could imagine. It's scary at the same time because you can lose the homework in that process. Honestly speaking, you can lose the whole mark in that process. So, bro, that's the first one. And the second one was when I was preparing for pre-MB. Oh my God, the way you see people lie down in classes reading, like somebody will carry their book like this, and at the top, fetch water, they'll be reading. They'll look up, they'll be reading. No. Oh my God, they became mad people, man. No, that's college for you. That's college for you. You walk on the road, and so my scariest moment, I think, my scariest moment was actually the first day I actually did a Viva exam. That was the first day. I was very scared. Okay, let me not say scared. I was tense. But if I'm actually saying scared, okay, if I'm saying my scared. Okay, let me see when I was expecting my results. Oh my God, that experience. And these people actually made us to wait for 1 month to wait for this pre-MB. It was something else. I don't know. For the first time I wrote an exam, I don't even know what the outcome was going to be. I was just praying that even if it's 50, let me just go. I was very scared. I was scared, seriously, man. I was scared of failing. I was scared of disappointing my mom. My mom is a single mom, and she's trying to make me become somebody, achieve my dream. Because she's a pillar, I was scared. I was scared of not making them proud. I was scared of people saying, I knew you couldn't do it. I was scared of my late dad not being proud of me, So that's it.
Thank you, comrade. I never knew. Even doctors used to be afraid. But although you're a doctor in the making, so I guess by the end, or one day, you have been molded into the full doctor which you're going to become. I'm very sure, and you're a brave person from onset. Knowing you while growing up, you're a brave somebody. So I pray you never get scared of any scenario or situation that you encounter in life anymore after becoming a medical doctor. Now, the next question, which is the next phase, please, many people say medical students have little or no time for extracurricular activities, like having fun. So, and that most of them that most have absolutely no social life at all. So, sir, what's your view on that, and what's your own social life like? And then any extra hobby apart from medicine, I think you should help us to say some things about that. Let's know how medicine and surgery affects our social life, and how it can help us if we can have extracurricular activities. Thank you.
Sir, I love this question. Oh my god, thank you very much for this brilliant question. Like you're so intelligent, sir. I love this. Yes, sir. People say medical students don't have time, or have no little or have, that they don't have time for extracurricular activities, that they lack social life, and they don't have hobbies. I think to some extent, because of how medicine is, this is true. At about 90%, that's true. We don't have time. Honestly, we don't have time because we have a lot to read. Imagine our preclinicals, like in my school, standard for you, like I said. Preclinicals is 200 and 300 level. And it's 16 months. The way we divide it is your 200 level is 10 months, your 300 level is 6 months. Now, after this 300 level, you now write exams that comprises everything, both 200 and 300 level, to test you. To be able to go to basic clinicals, which is 400 level. But that's not the bone of contention. I'm just trying to show how tedious this could be. Medicine it's very, very large. Seriously, it's big. Even if you read, you cannot remember everything. Now, and you just have to read. These words are not words that are common to us. There are words that our forefathers ever, like. Some of them are not English words. They come to anatomy and I start seeing. You start seeing longus, you start hearing brachialis, you start hearing things. You understand? So, but I think as a medical student, in terms of not having time or having time, depend on individual difference. Like my mentor, my daddy, Professor Taiwo, of maxillofacial surgery, Usman Danfodio University, and presently the dean of Faculty of Dentistry. He used to say something whenever I'm with him. He said that when he was in medical school, he always played basketball almost every day of his life. And he was an average student. All his results, he was not at the best, but he was normal. He was an average student, but he does not fail. He didn't fail at all. He doesn't fail anything. Like he always excel, and put it that way. But even he said that you could remember in his 400 level, when he was having second MB, there's a course, pharmacology. Pharmacology, I have not been there, but the way people talk about pharmacology is very difficult. But he said a day to the exam, he did not even touch that pharmacology. He just kept it the way he has read it in his head. He went to play basketball, and he came back, he relaxed, and the next day he went to the hall. You can imagine him. He has an average student like him has hobby. Now let's come back to our days. I believe in planning. Anybody that knows me knows I love planning very well. Like, I believe if you plan your thing very well and you pray, it will just work out. Even when I read a lot sometimes and my head, I cannot assimilate, I look for things to do. Not just me, every medical student does that. Some watch movie, and the type I love talking to, I'll just go out to gist with people. And then every day we write a test. I and my friends, my colleagues where I used to live before. Every test we write, we always play ball that day. We play ball very well in my department. We play ball, we get engaged in school activities. Like, I have friends, Rashida, like they write books, she read novels, she does not joke with her novels. My friends, Rokaya, they don't joke with their novel. Wale, he always play football, he loves playing game. He likes to Abdullah, they play game very well. And these are people that are doing very well. They play game. Habib is a genius. He reads, he plays game, he does not miss the latest movie. And it's not as if he's the over serious guy, but he plans himself. He knows when to read, he knows when he assimilates very well, he knows when if he reads he does not understand. He plans himself. That's the best thing. So I feel like if you plan yourself, you have time, at least little time for extracurricular activities. Schools also shows like dinner and stuff, and we do participate. Even though my school is not a school that is very, very social, honestly speaking, But in schools like Obafemi Awolowo University, UNN, people do things. Medical students, they read, but when it comes to enjoying their life, you don't differentiate them from other people. I have my life, I have my hobby. I play football, I gist, I love talking to people, I make friends, and I do things like that. You understand? So when you plan where you excel, because all work and no play makes Olamilekon a dull boy. So I believe in when you read, you play. But if you keep reading, and you don't play, exercise. Professor Tai will make me to understand that exercise has impact on the body. When you exercise, your brain, tends to relax, everything come back to normal. You digest what you've read, you now discover your friends in the process, and you are happy. So medicine does not take away your life. Even though medicine is very, very, large, that it tries to take away your social life and everything, but you should try your best as much as you can to collect your life from medicine and have a life, so that in the future you'll be able to have a family, have medicine, and everything will go in accord.
Thank you, Comrade, for that wonderful one. And it said all work and no play make Jack the dull boy. So this actually it's a very good one on that, because people think medical students don't even play at all. Like as a medical doctor, they advise their patient self to actually have exercises, have fun, enjoy themselves, recreation, that is listening to music and other things of life, going for orgies in the time, going for fun, weekend vacations and stuff. So at least to remove stress from the body, detoxification, swimming, doing anything that can help you be healthy, that make you stay away from the hospital for some time. At least it's also good. So as a medical doctor, as a medical student, you should as well practice all those things, so at least you will not break down before you finish your career. So thank you very much for that wonderful one. We really appreciate that. Now, last but not the least question, sir, what's your top 3 advice for medical students that are currently entering into preclinicals?
My top 3 advice for medical students currently entering preclinicals is one, but it has a wing, it has wing. The main advice that everybody will tell you is know yourself. That's our favorite statement in school. Everything that anybody will advise you, it will boil down to knowing yourself. When you get to preclinicals, it is different from wherever you're coming from. You see people that are brilliant. Medicine, it comprises of people. It comprises people that come from different vicinity, and they're not just ordinary people. There are people like you that are brilliant, that are the head boys of their school, the best of the best from different schools that came together. So when you are not at the top, number one, don't think you are not brilliant, that's why you're not at the top. No, it's different. Medicine is different, honestly speaking. That's the first thing you should know yourself. Number one thing you need to know about yourself is you are yourself, and you're different from that person. If he scores more than you, just make sure you are passing. Number two, whatever happens, no matter the scenario, worst come to worst, bro, sister, worst come to worst, just make sure you are doing one thing: you are moving with the crowd. Either you are crawling, either you are running, either you enter power bike, either you enter aeroplane. Just make sure you are moving with the crowd. Do not be left behind. Move with your colleagues. When there is past question, do everything you have to do to just make sure. Do everything you have to do to make sure you go to the next level with your colleagues. It's very important. Make AY the sunshine. And lastly, I think okay, know who you choose as your mentor. And a lot of advice will come. People will keep giving you advice. You will get confused, but just listen to all the advice, but pick the one that best suits you, that will not make you to have any problem, that best suits you. And just choose a mentor that will guide you. You need someone to guide you, and it's very advisable to have someone from higher level and someone from your immediate level, immediate senior, because immediate seniors have the immediate experience, so they could be able to pass it up to you and help you out. And so I don't know much, But at least I hope with this little, whosoever has actually listened to this, and I hope it will have been of immense help, to help someone in building their profession. And whatever you have today, please do not give up. You get there. If it is your dream, do not give up. Be optimistic. Take that name from me today. The optimist. Become part of it. Let that name be your motivation. You can do it. Stand up. If I can do it, why can't you do it? If I could keep writing and make it, if I could sit down and write jam, why can't you do it? If my friends could get to medicine, why can't you do it? We don't have to head. We didn't go to the best schools in the world. We sat down, we read, we gave our time to it, we prayed to God, and He made it possible. Do not leave God. No matter what, when you write exams in medical school, to some extent you realize it is not your power, it is God. When you have series of books to cover, oh my God, you realize it's not your doings, it is God.
Thank you very much. Will soon be Dr. Mr. Sulaiman Olamilekan for honoring the call to this podcast. How really talking with you has been such an insightful experience. In short, I'm feeling much more respect for medical students all over the country, like all over the world at large. Thanks for shedding light on the subject discussed tonight. And to our listeners, we are really, to our listeners who are really the backbone of this initiative, we are really very proud of you all. Thank you for sticking with us to the end, and please ensure to click the like button and also subscribe to the channel for future episodes. Thank you all. Till we meet again in future episode coming up on You Destiny Nucleus. That is where the destiny of goal getters such as yourself and I are being harnessed. Thank you once again.